When we visited the Grand Canyon, we flew in from Las Vegas, and the drive took us about 8 hours. Now that was with stopping, because there's lots to see between Vegas and Grand Canyon. Now Google, I think, said it was going to be about 5.5 or 5 hours 45 minutes. The roads are pretty mountainous and pretty curvy in a lot of the areas, so I did drive slower than what I could have, but also the views were amazing. I also stopped at the Hoover Dam. The hotels we stayed at were the Thunderbird Inn and the Kachina Lodge, and they were right at rim. Now, for our purpose, I don't think it was necessary to actually book a hotel this close to the canyon, because for us, we were not in the hotel at all during the day, and at night, you can see here, the canyon's not lit up, so you really couldn't enjoy the view from your windows. So I wouldn't recommend staying at that hotel if you're short on money. We could have saved our, I think it was probably $200 more for the 2 nights we stayed, and just booked a hotel that was, just a few hundred feet from the rim. There's little lodges in the park that you could stay at that are less expensive than right on rim.
I think yesterday was prettier as we were coming here, but we missed the rim part. We saw it from a distant town 6 miles away. It was purples and pinks.
Took the free shuttle bus to various stops along the canyon, and I would recommend doing that. And we walked from one stop to the other when it was a mile or less. So we really enjoyed that, and we did that for one full day of just seeing the different stops. For our trip, I wish we had stayed one extra night, so a total of 3 nights. That way we could have taken advantage of more of the tours that the canyon offers. The state park has a lot of free tours, and we did take one on fossils that was excellent. But I'd wish that we had, like I said, another day to take some more of their tours. And if you do want to book some tours, I would do it the first few days you're there. That way you can learn a lot, and so as you're walking around the canyon on your own, you have more information and knowledge of what you're seeing. If you're planning a trip to the canyon, I highly recommend staying over several nights. Like I said, 2 nights was not enough. That way you can really appreciate the canyon. In the past, I've done it where we've stayed over 1 night, and you really don't get to fully enjoy it because you're rushed to see everything, and then you can't appreciate what you actually see. It's better to do it as a relaxing vacation and see a lot more and learn a lot more. That's my recommendation.
The sun's changing right now, and it's really pretty. Look at it. the river is right there. Yeah, we're closer to it than yesterday. Yesterday we were at higher elevation.
Can I get a picture of the top rock? Really good one. One.
This doesn't seem as deep as the other canyons we went to yesterday. You know what I mean? Because look, the ground is right there.
Well, it goes down more than there's a little trail you can see.
Yeah, I know, but I think, I don't know, there's the river, see it? And this is Mather Point. We're pretty crowded today here. Yesterday, there was hardly any crowds on the other side. This is just a panorama of Mather Point. This is Mather Point on the Desert Rim Trail, and this is worth visiting. You don't have to go to every point, but this is one that is a must go to.
Mather Point is also amazing at sunset, and the first trip we took a few years ago, we happened to be there for sunset and it was amazing. If you're going for a sunset picture, make sure that you're on the bus way before sunset so that you have plenty of time to get there, get set up, and experience the sunset.
Hold on, I'm looking at the egg. Hold on.
This is right before Mather's Point overlook off a Desert View Drive, and you can see the Colorado River. Right there. Sneak peek.
Montaron en el bote.
Most of the paths are paved, so it's easy walking. The elevation is 6,000 feet, and the inclines can be difficult, so you want to make sure that you are able to walk long distances and walk up hills. Even though it is paved, like I said, but it makes the elevation of 6,000 feet is what makes it more difficult.